Yep. And they always show up to like everything. Like it's actually amazing. Shout outs to STL because y'all carry the scene straight up.
We love the STL people. They are great.
But what I love to see is the evolution of the Chicagoland scene specifically, because now you've had people like Ateos who started running, you know, weekly tournaments, and now you have players like Doots who have just been up and coming out of Illinois.
Yep.
And it's awesome to see.
Yeah, no, Ateos from the ground up made a bunch of new people get into the game, and people who weren't as into it get more into it with the locals that he ran.
Right.
Huge shout outs to Ateos. He has breathed a ton of life back into the Midwest Rivals scene.
Yep, absolutely. And now we're going to see that coming up here against w0wells. Game 1's going to be on tower, which a bit interesting.
Yeah, I think for Doots, a lot of it's going to be... Oh, wow.
Okay, yep, got out of that one. Yeah, I mean, the main thing that I've noticed playing against Doots, they want to scrap. You know, it doesn't matter if we're out here in neutral, or like if you just hit him and now you're in a tech chase situation, he wants to hit buttons ASAP.
Yeah.
That is what Doots wants to do. So any small stage that can force those engagements a lot, gonna be kind of nice, especially against a character like Wrastor, where you don't need a lot of those hits to seal out of stock.
Yeah.
Gets even better if you can get that bird off stage and in a situation where they have to deal with bubbles. But so far, w0wells has been pretty solidly in control here. Oh my god, that was a trade.
Oh, that was terrifying, but w0wells had the DI for it, thankfully. But yeah, w0wells has just been really in control of the neutral, right? Just, you know, finding these openings on Doots, not letting those situations where Doots thrives in the scraps, just not letting them happen at all. Just getting Orcane in the air, backing off afterwards, not overextending. Just really solid stuff from w0wells.
Oh my god. I think we were all ready for that up B, and apparently w0wells was too, but luckily w0wells just got out of end lag, so he was able to parry in time.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we definitely need to see some magic happen from Doots. One of those classic 60% tech chases into an up air, maybe?
Well, alright, you almost spoke it into existence, but that parry's gonna shut it down real quick.
Alright, parry. Let's see what Doots can make happen. Not much, apparently. And it's like, it's getting closer and closer as Orcane... These are the percent Orcane thrives at.
There we go.
You can just hit that down B into up air.
Yep.
Anything into up air, and Wrastor's just gone.
Absolutely. And then this is where Doots starts to thrive a lot more too.
Yeah, all it takes is one interaction, and you will be even, and you will be at kill percent against Orcane, who has a Swiss Army knife of ways to kill you, especially if you're Aether.
Oh, here's the bubbles. That puddle's set up in just the right spot, but we're gonna return to neutral. Doots not wanting to overextend, and that's why. You know, very careful not to get caught out by those quarters.
Oh my god.
But that down tilt on wake up. Up air not gonna find that spike, but down tilt.
Exactly where Doots wants you.
Yep.
Wow.
Just climbs his way back. And that's the thing, this whale is slippery. Like, it can be so hard to find that last hit. And that's exactly the thing that's so scary when Doots starts throwing out those down tilts and throws out those down smashes and says, hey, don't get caught. I'm still in this.
Because if you do, you're taking this much damage or dying.
Yep. Oh no, you're trying to DI off stage to live? Well, here's a puddle at ledge for you, you dumb.
Yeah, and Wrastor does not have a lot of good tools to deal with those bubbles that Doots has been using so effectively.
Yeah, I will say w0wells has been doing did a pretty good job of that up until the last stock, where he, you know, tried to make use of slipstream, tried to make use of the multiple jumps to bypass the bubbles as much as they could. Woo!
Great clap. Not a sweet spot, but still catching the DI and getting the...
Okay. I will say I love the stage counter pick from Doots. Or not from Doots, from w0wells. You know, give yourself a side platform to land on. Say, hey, you can't corner me from bubbles entirely here. I've got a little bit of a lip here to stand on.
Yeah, and it's a lot harder to set up that puddle on the edge of the side platform. Mm-hmm. It's a lot more of a commitment to get over there, set up your puddle, and then bubbles. And you can go under or you can go over, and it's just... It creates a lot of good recovery options that w0wells is going to need.
Mm-hmm. All right.
w0wells just needs to find a way to move around these bubbles because Doots is doing such a good job of walling out w0wells using them, and it's making it really hard for w0wells to get anything started.
Okay. Gonna keep this whale off stage here.
All
right.
Good situation for Doots. Missing the droplet though.
Just like that. Yeah, w0wells is moving so much more confidently on the stage.
Yeah, just moving around really well with the platforms, the slipstream and the dash attack, just causing a lot, again, making a large burst range that Doots has to respect. Woo.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Okay.
Good DI on the down air, getting out.
Held all the way in that whole time, just waited for w0wells to break. Say, okay, fine, maybe I'll try to down air you. But still, cannot find your way out of these aerial chains. We've been all on top of it this stage, and that forward smash is gonna take it.
Yeah, and that's where w0wells is going to be finding success. Orcane struggles a lot when he's getting juggled. Mm-hmm. If you can just get him up, pop him up, keep him in the air, w0wells is going to have a much better time in this matchup. Mm-hmm. Because Orcane's ground game is just so strong, having tools like droplet and down tilt to just keep you out. Mm-hmm. But if you get him in the air, suddenly it ain't that scary.
For sure. Okay. w0wells has definitely been finding a lot of those parries on those tech chases, I've noticed.
Yeah. Definitely been a lot of just down tilt, which is really... It's a very hard thing to deal with unless you just flat out parry it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Slipstream almost leading that entire extension there. But now Slipstream's kind of in a weird spot. Yeah, it's gonna let it run out.
Oh, getting that clap still. Doots with no resources right now. Woo! Ooh.
There we go.
Yep, no air dodge, no anything. That was just a really good catch from w0wells.
Yeah, w0wells has found his flow, for sure. This is a very, very strong advantage that they've just been cycling through. Like, basically just running through Doots' options, making sure that he doesn't have anywhere to go.
Ooh, and I like the use of Slipstream to interrupt the bubbles as well. Mm-hmm. It's really nice when you're worried about the fair bubbles walling you out. You can use Slipstream to sort of push the advantage on that.
Nice.
Right.
Oh no, we're gonna get caught by the forward smash.
Unfortunate, and definitely not ready to DI it either.
Yeah. Nice, okay. Gonna find that clap.
Now w0wells, another stock lead. And it's so hard to play into w0wells or in Wrastor in general when you have that stock lead. Because the movement with Slipstream is just so good. Having to force an approach, especially when you're Orcane, is really tough here. Woo. Alright, off stage again. Again, I love that. I love the Slipstreams to catch those fair bubbles. Mm-hmm. It's been really effective, and Doots loves fair bubbles.
Oh, yeah.
Doots uses them really well, so using Slipstream to play around that is really smart.
Okay. We're gonna see how Doots adjusts here. Gonna go to here. Yep. This is the stage that got me in our set. Because I feel like this is kind of a reset point for Doots, because he makes it very clear what he wants from the get-go. He wants to scrap as much as possible, throw out all these buttons, get you in a situation where you're going to have to deal with his offstage game, right? But then, once you start playing around that, he kind of takes the time to say, okay, let's slow down this neutral a little bit. Let's give myself more space to work with, and then make myself a little bit more at home, a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
And then when the time comes, when I'm able to get those hits, that's when I go in. And that's when we start seeing a lot more of these bubbles. So we see a lot more platform play, for sure. Also a lot more just spacing out, throwing out these back airs.
Yeah, which I think the back airs to like sort of wall out w0wells is a really good idea. I think it's something Doots could use a lot more of just in general. Just putting out a big hitbox that's really scary if Wrastor gets hit by it. Catch some of those aerials, but great up air, taking that stock. And slowing down the game is definitely helping Doots, like you said. Just keeping it slow, forcing w0wells to take the offensive, where you can use your down tilt, use your bubbles and whatnot to sort of keep him out.
Ooh, good clap there. Yeah.
Oh no, that was probably supposed to be a fair bubbles. Slipstream going over Doots. Lots of neutral here.
Oh
no! He's getting caught by that.
Oh no! What is happening? Okay.
I thought there was going to be a tornado.
I don't know how that up smash hit, and I felt like karma was coming right back for Doots for like that should not have worked.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm very surprised w0wells didn't just nado off the up air.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright. Doots is getting a little silly again.
Yeah, those fair bubbles definitely come out a lot.
I like it. Yeah. I like that uppie. Alright.
Yeah.
Just got you back to stage control and just slides right in. Like as soon as w0wells like, okay, sure, we're waiting it out, let's wait this out. Comes in with that forward air super fast and just takes it from you right then and there.
And Doots is so good at playing on the back foot in these sets. Goes down like 2 games or 1 game or however many, and is just so good at staying composed, adjusting, and then bringing it all back. Yeah.
And I mean, we saw that how he took game 1 too. He was down 2 stocks and then just brought it back. w0wells running it back to game 1 where it happened, Tower of Heaven. Gonna say, all right, this time I'm not gonna let you run it back on me. This time I'm gonna seal out these stocks as quick as I can. And I get the adjustment. This is kind of the trap I fell into too, because in our set against Doots, I took him to treetop, thinking, okay, he's trying to mix up the patient game with me. He's not trying to scrap anymore. So I'm gonna take him to a smaller stage where I can catch him out on that a lot more, right?
Yeah.
But then you have to remember, crap, I'm still playing against an Orcane.
Yeah.
I still have to worry about these quick buttons and getting sent off stage into these bubble situations.
Yep. And you know, you still have all of the threats you had to worry about when you were first playing on this stage.
Down smash? Yeah.
Great tech chase there. w0wells teching off that platform.
Yep.
Really scary situation to be in.
And Doots with the lead.
This is great situation from w0wells. That dash attack catch was super huge, and now you're back in this right away.
Whoa.
Off stage. Has a puddle though. You kind of have to play in that middle range in case he mixes up with the puddle, which kind of just lets him get back for free. It's a really tough situation to be in.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, w0wells has not been able to find their flow. Like, compared to games 2 and 3, where w0wells is able to come right in and say, alright, I control the stage, and I'm going to keep control until I'm able to just keep you in these aerial chains.
Oh my god.
That's really what he needs right now. He needs these aerial chains in order to seal out Doots and do it fast. You can't afford to drop your claps. You can't afford. You need to maintain control like you're doing right now.
Great air dodge there. Not getting caught by the slipstream clap.
And Doots is just finding their way out.
Yeah, the defense from Doots right now has been so good.
And surviving that up clap too.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Great
parry on that
parry.
forward air. Yeah, that's gonna be an up B.
Definitely caught the habit of the reverse bubbles off the ledge. Got away with it a lot.
Oh, what are you doing off stage? What are you doing off stage? Okay.
Oh no.
Forward air bubbles still.
Parry on that slipstream. That was
Oh my
beautiful.
God. Okay, okay.
All
This
right.
is close. No puddle from Orcane.
Oh my god! The up tilt!
That was so incredible from WoW. I need to, like, I can't stress that enough. Recognize that he took every single resource from that Orcane. Orcane's like, crap, I don't have a puddle to teleport to.
Yeah.
I need to throw a puddle right now. And then w0wells got that parry.
Yep, the droplet parry was what made that possible. That was so good.
That was insane.
When
That
Orcane
was-
is off stage, if